What's up, y'all? Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Today is the last day of 25 days of Craftsmas. So we have reached our finale, y'all. I hope that you guys enjoyed all of the crafts. Merry Christmas, Miss Williams. Merry Christmas, Miss Graham. Merry Christmas, Miss Newton. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope that you guys enjoyed all the crafts that we did for this season. We had ornaments, we had embroidery, we had button making, we had jewelry making, we had holiday gift tags, we had cooking. We just brought the thunder. Merry Christmas, Miss Brown. Merry Christmas, Miss Lee. Hey, Miss Crawford. How you doing, babe? We had a blast this season with 25 days of Craftsmas. And I have to give a special shout out to all the ladies that participated this season. Miss Shakia Lavelle, Miss Angeline Hemphill, Miss Ratisha Cope, Miss Rikisha Godfrey, Miss Alexis Galloway, Miss Ebony Crawford, Miss Doreen Haynes, and Miss Felicia Brown. Y'all, we were lit. We had fun. I hope that everybody had a blast. I hope that you guys made some crafts. Thank you, Miss Tara. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Miss Vance. Yes, 25 days of Craftsmas will stay up. Our videos from last year are up as well. And then we're all going to actively, or at least a couple of us are going to actively try to post on that page all the time. So that we can keep it going. We actually fought last year to get Facebook to change the name to DIY Crafting Network, because originally we called the page 25 Days of Craftsmas, but we wanted to continue to keep the page going year round. And then, COVID happened and so on and so forth. But we are going to try to keep it popping throughout the year to build up to 25 Days of Craftsmas. And that's why we changed the name last year to DIY Crafting Network. So you'll find, crafting tutorials on there. Anytime any of us find a deal on any kind of crafting supplies or any new articles and different things like that are coming out on Craftz, that's what we're going to try to keep posted on that page. Now, we are live right now from the Gucci Crafts page, on the DIY Crafting Network page, and then the Gucci Crafts page on YouTube. So we're in two different spots on Facebook, and then we're on YouTube as well. Welcome, everyone. I'm hoping that you're having a wonderful, wonderful Christmas morning or afternoon. It's afternoon now. Me and Minnie didn't go to bed until about 6 o'clock this morning, so I looked up. We was up playing Pictionary and watching Christmas movies, and she didn't wake up until 10 o'clock to open up the rest of her gifts. So she's in there right now playing with her gifts with the other half of them scrolled all out in the living room, y'all. So we gonna get right into our craft, because I gotta get to Granny Gucci house. She already called me twice, y'all, asking me where am I at. Okay, so I did promise you guys that we were going to do some glass etching. Yes. So I'm very, very excited about this craft. For the sake of time, I've already pre-done some things like the weeding, because hunty, that was I chose to put some small letters up in there. So, But what we are going to be using today is, this is just an old dish that I've had for years that we're going to use. We're going to etch on it. It's the Pyrex glass. You can use any glass. I've seen a lot of people use Pyrex just because, it's the bomb. I've had this before Minnie was born. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to etch on it today. I'm going to do my etching a little bit differently than you may have seen with these. If you've seen videos for these before, we're actually going to make the entire bottom of it frosted. Right? So it's going to look like it's frosted from etching on the glass. And then we're going to have some words that are going to, the words will be frosted, but the outer lining of it is going to be clear like the glass. So you'll see what I'm talking about once we get started. So what we need to start, we need our glass etching cream. Now, generally, I like to use the Armor glass etching cream, but they did not have any at Michael's when I was preparing for this craft, so I had to buy the Plaid glass etching cream. I hear it's just as good, if not better, than the Armor, but we shall see. Sometimes we get stuck on name brands when it comes to crafting, but we will need the glass etching cream. We're going to need a clean paintbrush, scissors just to cut our transfer tape. We are going to need gloves. Yes, we are. We're going to need some masking tape or tape. This is painter's tape. We will need a scraper. We're going to need some alcohol. And I just got some paper towel here to clean off the tray with the alcohol. We will need our vinyl, which again, I've already pre-weeded. You see how small them dang on letters is. I couldn't have y'all sit through that. And then we will need our transfer tape, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on and I'm going to show you guys how I created my design. The actual SVG that I'm going to be using in today's craft, you can find it on my site for $1. I put it on the site. It's a book. And you guys can go and I'll show you what it looks like on the site once we get started on our craft. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can hop right into it. All right, let's move this up out our way. I know I'm going to look real weird for a second. Y'all bear with me. All right. So this is the SVG that we will be using today. All right, and this is very easy, very simple to customize. So I'm going to just show you guys how I went through, and customize this for what we are going to be doing today, okay? So we're going to go to our text box and it made, I think I did it all capital. Yep, made with love. And all right, and I'm just typing out all of the words that I'm going to use, and then we'll separate them by lines. All right, so we're going to take this and move it to the side there just a little bit. Now we're going to go to advanced. We are going to go ahead and ungroup to lines, because I want each of these to have a, well, these two will have the same font, but Eliza's Kitchen will have a different font. And this one, I think I use, it's this font. This is not. Let's see. Let's see if I can find the font. If not, I'll just use another font than what I have already printed out. It won't matter. There we go. We'll just use that one. Kind of close to what I had. All right, and then we're going to change this font to that as well. And I think that was anywhere. Yep. All right, so this one, I'm going to take it. Let me see. And now I'm going to ungroup this to lines, because I would like for this to be centered perfectly like that in the middle. And now I'm going to weld them so that they become one piece. Make that white so that I can see it when I throw it on top of here. I unlocked it so that I can move it the way that I would like for it to go. right? So I want that to be right there in the middle of the spoon. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight both of those. I'm going to press slice. Cricut's got a little bit of a lag. All right. So now I've sliced those letters out. We no longer need this. And I'm going to do the same thing for Made with Love. You can only slice 2 objects at a time, so we do have to slice in pairs. I'm going to go ahead and send this one front. Right click, send to front. I changed it to white so I could actually see it. And then what I'm going to do is use my curve feature. And I wanted to give that just a slight curve, which I actually wish I had did with the one that I already weeded, but it is done. Right? That looks centered, but we're going to make sure we highlight them both. We're going to center it, and we are right on the money. It didn't move not 1 inch. We will slice now. And that's, if you were wondering why I welded I told you it was good, it was because I wanted to be able to slice that section out of the spoon all at once. And if I weld the item, it turns it into one item instead of Cricut recognizing it as 2 different lines. Because remember, we separated them. All right, so we can get rid of that. Now we have I Told You It Was Good, Made with Love, and then we have Eliza's Kitchen, Made with Love in Eliza's Kitchen. And this is how you can customize the actual SVG when you bring it in. I'm just going to pick, oh, that's not the one I want. I may have to actually, yeah, I'm going to have to turn Eliza's Kitchen into lowercase letters. All right. I used a font that was very similar to this, and just to save time, we're going to stick with this font. I'm going to use my letter space because all script font should be brought together. I'm going to get it together just about as much as I can, and then I'm going to ungroup and fix it the way that I want it to be fixed. All right, I'm going to grab my Z, hold my shift button, move that a little bit closer to the ending of my eye. I'm going to see how that looks. It's all right. Move our A a little closer. There's nothing there to connect our A, so that's fine. Then we will keep our S separate. I'm going to hold my shift button and move my E over. And I'm using my shift button for my E or to move my letters because that helps to keep them all on the same line. No, sticky, go away. All right, so we're going to do the same thing with kitchen. Come here, Chase. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and weld kitchen. Cricut's being a little laggy today. All right, and I'm going to weld Eliza's. I'm going to hold the shift, bring them closer together. And bring Eliza down just a little bit more. Highlight them both, and now I'm going to weld again. My little sticky key function keeps coming up. All right, we're going to turn it white so that we can see it on top of the black. And I can't see your comments right now, but I will answer any questions if there are any in the comments when I'm done sharing the video, sharing my screen. And again, you can find this SVG if you would like to use it on the ITeachCrafts.com website. And with this, here we go. Open up a little bit more. All right. Oh, dang it. Come on, I didn't move it twice now, did I? Oh, Cricket, come on now. Let it just be nice. It's Christmas. Let us get through this, please. All right. So now I'm going to highlight it. And I'm going to slice just like I did with the other letters. All right. Now we can get rid of these. We no longer need them. And of course, you know, you would take the measurements for whatever it is that you were going to place your item on, or your vinyl on. We're going to use the vinyl as a stencil. Cricut also makes stencil vinyl, and I'm sure you can find other stencil vinyl on Amazon, but I'm just using permanent vinyl for my stencil. So I'm going to go to make it. Now, this is very important when you are doing the bottom of something. So we're going to be doing the bottom of this pan, and we want the words to read the correct way when we flip the pan over, right? So when the people are done eating whatever the dish is, we want them to be able to look into the bottom of it and see our writing, right? So we want to make sure that we mirror this. We want to make sure that our vinyl is mirrored, okay? All right, so I'm going to stop my share now. Hello, hello, hello. Merry Christmas to those of you folks that were just coming in. So that is how we use the SVG to create our template that's going to go on the bottom of our glass, okay? And so now what it is time to do is make sure that we get our vinyl onto the bottom of our glass and that we secure it properly. Okay, so I'm just repositioning because we're going to change cameras here shortly. What we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and clean our glass with our alcohol. You know, the alcohol will dry very quickly. And then we're going to put the glass off to the side. So we're just going to give it a really good cleaning, okay? And I will show you guys just how I'm doing that. All right. Let me see. If I turn my letters sideways and then send to print, will it still cut correctly? Well, you're using print and cut like we're doing a print and cut. So if you send it to make it, it will cut correctly, yes. Because you can mirror your image in Design Space. I just choose not to. I choose to mirror my image once I get to my Make It screen. But you can mirror your image in Design Space, yes. And it will cut correctly. Print and cut are two different things. All right, so I'm just making sure that that's really, really clean. We're going to move that off to the side. Want you guys to have a look here at my weeding. So I've weeded out the letters. And like I said, this one's going to be a little different probably than some of the ones that you've seen on YouTube. We are going to actually frost a really big area of the bottom here with the glass etching cream. So I've done the majority of the weeding here. Now what's next is for me to actually take off this big portion here. And this is 151 permanent vinyl that I'm using. And I noticed that one of my little tools up there, for some reason, my maker gave it an extra cut. But honey, I didn't notice it until after I got through reading all these little video letters. So guess what? Because it's for me, it's going to stay, baby. We ain't going to fool with it. It's a little cut right there. But we'll be all right. Now, so you notice that my image is backwards. Merry Christmas, Miss BB. Right? So it's mirrored. And I've taken out the pieces that we would normally use. So this is another thing. There's two different reverse weeding. So this is one form of reverse weeding, right? Because I've taken out the letters, the items that we would normally keep. Like if I was going to put this on a glass just using the vinyl, I would normally keep my T and the outer edges of my O, my L, and my D. But this time we want to leave in those negative pieces that we would normally take out and take off the letters, okay? So I want you to see that. And now we're going to get our transfer tape. And we don't want to be wasteful, so we are going to cut us a piece that's just right. All right, put that off over to the side there. And now we are going to get our transfer tape onto our vinyl here. Welcome in, Miss Brooks. Merry Christmas. For those of you that are just joining us, we are going to do some glass etching today. Now I want to make sure so I can get this on here with the minimal wrinkles. Did I already took away my dang on the inside of my D there, which I'm about to get back. Give me back the inside of my D. My words will look a little weird. So we're going to take our D back, baby. And we shall put it right back. Where it came from. I'm trying to get this on here just about as straight as I can. But my paper is curling. That's one of the cons about having your vinyl rolled up in those little rolls. You leave it there for a while. It wants to stay rolled. All right, so we're going to make sure that we get a good varnish on this because I have some very little small pieces that I want to make sure I get. Those A's were, whoo. Merry Christmas, Miss Stanley. Thank you for joining us. Share, 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 you guys. Share the live. Share the love. This is our 25th day of 25 Days of Craftmas. This is our finale. All right. Now, let's get this on off of here. Is it raining? I think it might be raining outside, y'all. Now I want to make sure I get this really, really attached very snugly to the bottom of this, because if I have any open gaps, that leaves room for bleeding. And I don't want any bleeding. I want all my letters and my designs to be nice and clear. Let me see. I might have to actually look at this here right here, because I needed to bring everything that I need with it. You want to leave my A. Give me my A. I might end up having to add that piece on my own. That little part in that A, honey, it's been giving me the blues since I put it on there. But we're going to see. All right, I might have to just stick some of my negative pieces in there by myself, which I don't want to have to do. I want it all to come over with me. I got the A to come finally. Nope, that piece don't want to come. All right, we'll have to stick that O manually. That's better than having to stick the A, I tell you that. This vinyl is being very uncooperative today. Usually it'll just peel right off of this transfer paper. There we go. So we're going to have to stick those O's back, which is fine. That won't be too bad. Well, thank you, Jesus, that A stayed. Hallelujah. Don't like these curls, but that's all right. Just a little patience and we'll get it off. All right, now we're going to go back and we're going to put our O's back, because they decided that they wasn't coming. And we need them to join the party. All right, and you get an O. Oh, it should be the other way. Dang it. All right, we want to make sure that we put that sticky side up so that it stays. And then
Hello.
Minnie said hello, everyone. What else do you have to say to everyone, Minnie?
Merry Christmas.
Good job. Yes.
Close.
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'll hopefully just put on your bed.
Thank you. It's a little anomaly thing. A little anomaly here we got. We want to get rid of that. All right. So, of course, when we lay this down, we want to make sure that we're going to lay our words in the same direction that our Pyrex is going, right? So our Pyrex is the piece facing down this way towards us. So that's how we want to be able to lay our vinyl down. And we want to try to get this smack dab in the middle of where we need it to be. So I'm going to kind of taco it just a little bit.
You can't wear those shirts. It's raining.
And I want to get it down. I probably could have came over a little bit more, but what is done now. You can wear that. You have a hoodie or a jacket, Kim.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to melt in the rain, sweetheart.
Yes, I'm out.
The cold never bothered her anyway.
More than I'm on it.
I want to make sure that that is not a bubble in my vinyl, because if it is, we got to get rid of it. I don't know if that's in the paper or in the vinyl, but we're going to see. We want to make sure we get this on there tight. And if that is a bubble, I want to push it out. But it may not affect us too bad because this whole area here is going to be clear. So as long as we don't have any bubbles towards our letters, it should be fine. I don't think that any seeping will happen, but I'm going to try to get that out of there if I can. We want to get a good seal on this vinyl. It goes in the wash machine in the dryer. All right, and I'm going to peel here at an angle. And yes, I do have a boo-boo. I'm going to try to push this bubble to the edge. We're already going to have a little weird spot right there. I don't know why the machine decided to cut through my thing. There we go. No more bubble. So we push that bubble all the way out to the edge. I'm peeling this at an angle. I'm going slow because I want my little negative pieces to stay where they need to stay. All right, so we got that out the way. See another little bubble here. I'm going to take that bubble and try to push it to the edge. There we go. We popped it. And the same for this one. Push out to the edge. Bubbles are nothing but just air that got under there. Okay. Yeah, I could have came over a little bit more this way. So it's not all the way centered, but it will do for the demonstration. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape off my edges. We are doing glass etching. The Pyrex is, shoot, how big is this? I think this is, hold on, wait, we ain't even going to guess, baby. I know that I did my image. I gotta look back at that too, honey. Don't even get me. My brain ain't even going right this morning. We won't guess how big our Pyrex is. 13 by 9. Pyrex is 13 by 9. And then let me just go and I'll share my screen real quick so that I stay on camera. And I'll go back to my Cricut because I have this one that I cut. Nine long by 6 high, so 9 by 6. 9 by 6 is the image, and I definitely, it's gonna bother me that I didn't go over more with this, but it's too late now. See, we got uneven space, so it should be just over just a little bit more to this side. It should be over just a little bit more. But it's a personal dish. It's for me, and this is mainly just to show you guys how to do it, so it won't bother me that much. I'm taping down these edges because this is the part that I do not want the etching cream to get on. And we want to make sure that tape is sealed tight. And try to get it as even as you can around the sides for the type of etching design that we're going to do. And what I'm doing is just making sure that it's on the curved part. I want to stop my design at the curved section. All right, so we make sure that all of our edges are solid and down. This is the area that we're going to apply the etching cream to. Oh, it bothers me that this is not all the way over there, but it's fine. All right, so we're going to give our etching cream a little shake here. You're welcome. The images on the website, it's $1 on the website. You can twerk it and work it and highlight and slice any way that you want. ITeachCrafts.com. It's the etched glass SVG. Can somebody tell me how many shares we have? Merry Christmas, Miss Clark. Somebody gave me a mad face. Anybody know how many shares we have? Let me see. Let me pull up Facebook real quick. Real quick. Let's see. That doesn't show me. Let's see here. I'm trying to look at our shares. Let me see. Oh, that'll be cute. That'll be cute. Because you can put whatever you want within there. I have another one that I'm going to make for my cousin. That inside of here I put from my, and then this one has like a heart in it to your stomach, right inside of those. So you can twerk it and work it any way that you want. I'm looking for, okay, we have 7 shares. Let's see if we can get up to 25 shares and I'll make this image free. Yes, the SPG is on my website. We get up to 25 shares and it'll be free for 10 minutes after this live. But we need 25 shares. And this is Plaid etching cream that I'm using. So I'm going to start over here. And I'm just going to give a generous amount. And how the etching cream works is that it erodes the first layer of the glass. And that's why you want to make sure, my love, that you have on gloves or any other protective gear you may need to help you out. Right now, I'm just going through, giving my first little coat. 25 shares, you guys, and this image will be free on the website for an hour after this live. After that, it only costs $1. And remember to clean with alcohol first. And this stuff stinks, y'all. And my goal is to get the whole bottom of this to look frosty. What I care about is those open areas around the vinyl. All right. Now, this is my first time using this particular etching cream. So I'm going to follow what it's telling me to follow. Make sure that I really glob it into the areas of the words. With the Armor etching cream, you don't have to use a lot. This says to give a generous amount. And so that is what I am going to do. I want to make sure that my words come through etched nice and clean so that you can see them. And now I'm just going to go through and I'm just going to give generous amounts of this because that's what it says. I just wanted to lay down the very first coating to make sure that I got every area. And now I'm going through and just putting more right on top of it. Because it tells me to put a generous coat. With Armor etching cream, you don't really need a lot. We're going to see how well this one does. This is my first time using this brand. Michaels was out of the Armor, and Amazon would not have gotten it to me in time. So we had to buy this one. And again, I'm going to do what it says and give a very generous coat. Now, some people with armor, what they do is they just brush back and forth for 5 minutes. Some people with armor, they just leave it. I'm one of those people with armor. I brush to make sure that everything is coated evenly and has a very good coat. And then I leave it. I'm not going to be brushing for no 5 minutes. So with this, I want to make sure that I got a very good coat and an even coat so that it gives me the etching evenly in every area. And again, this is eroding the first layer of glass. You are able to use this in the dishwasher. Afterwards, it is dishwasher safe. It is safe to bake with because it's eroding the glass. But again, anything that's eroding something, you don't want to get this on your skin. You don't want to get this in your eyes. So if you know you are clumsy crafter, or it's the first time you ever did it, or you don't know, how well you're going to do with it, put on as much protective gear as you can, long sleeve shirts, stuff like that. All right, I just want to make sure we got even coat where we need our even coats to be. Round our words. Okay. And this costs to leave it on for 15 minutes. So that is what we're going to do. This is the Plaid brand. Can you put the name of what you're using? Yes, I will. This is, and I'm actually going to show you to the camera. It is made by Plaid, which makes pretty good glue products. Plaid is the parent company, but the name of it is Folk Art Glass Etching Cream. Hold on. I'm going to get it to focus, y'all. Can I? It could be my light. Hold on. Let me move the light. Nope, it won't focus. Let me see. Let me move this out the way because I don't want to touch this. So we're going to move this to the side. We're going to sit this out of our way. And we're going to let it do its thing for 15 minutes. And I'm going to take these off. And let me switch back to, yes, glass etching. Let me switch back to my regular camera so you can see all this chocolate. And we're at 157. So we'll go over at, 212. And we'll rinse it. Okay, so now normally you can take your etching cream and you can just scoop what you don't use back into the bottle. I'm not going to do that today because that thing is big. And so we're going to be rinsing that in my sink in the garage. I'm not going to be doing it in my kitchen sink. Cool, I've been cooking up in here today. So we're going to go into the garage and rinse. But I put my gloves back on so I could show you guys and clean this bottle. You don't want to get this on your skin. You don't want it in your eye. This camera will give us a much better picture. If I can find the camera, where's the camera? There we go. So this is Forklift Glass Etching Cream. I got this from Michael's. They were out of the Armor Etch, which is what I would usually use. So we're going to see how this does. This is my first time using this particular one. But the lady at Michael's told me that she actually likes this one better. So we'll see what happens because sometimes, as crafters, we just go off of the brand and we'll use brands and not give anything else a try. All right, so let's see what we got popping as far as our shares go, you guys. Because remember, I said if we can get up to 25 shares, I'm going to make that SVG that I'm using on today's project free for you guys on the site. For an hour after the live is off. And then after that, it'll only cost $1. If you haven't already, make sure that you are following the Gucci Craftz page. I am very close to 6,000 followers on Facebook. Yay! Thank you so much, you guys. I love it, love it, love it. I'm a little short of the goal I wanted to make this year, but that's all right. But if I could get to 6,000 followers before the new year, I will be elated. So if you haven't already, make sure that you follow me. We are up to 13 shares on the Gucci Craftz page. Let's go look at the DIY crafting page and see what we can combine. See if there's anything for us to combine. Let me look. So 3, so that will be 16 shares, right? So then let's go look over on YouTube because we all over like concrete today, baby. So let's look on YouTube and see what we got popping. I don't know if YouTube will show me the shares. I'm not sure. Let's take a look though and see. We clicked on a whole nother video. I can't see the shares on YouTube. All right, so we got a couple people over there watching on YouTube. And let me show you guys on the website. I'm going to share my screen again. All right, so it's Etch Kitchen Glass Tool SVG. It's on the site, and I gave an example from this to this. And so you can take this and you can slice and you can add in things. And I mean, you could make it like, you know, whatever you want it. You can slice initials out of it. You can slice a little mini apron out of it if you want it. Just remember that anything that you slice, if you're going to do the glass etching with it, that you're going to have to weed it out. Because, honey, I wish I hadn't put the told you it was good at the top because them letters kicked my butt, okay? But I think this is really cute. It's a really cute idea. And of course, you can etch whatever you want into the bottom of it. But I just thought that that was a really cute idea. And so I came up with it, and I wanted to show you guys glass etching. We got 10 more minutes before we can go and wash that stuff off. So let's do a roll call. Let me know where everybody is watching from. Where is everybody watching from? If this is your first time watching me, I am Gucci Craftz, and I am here in Northern California on this great Christmas morning, live with you guys. So let me know where you are watching from. We got a couple of folks in here, and I want to see where you guys are at. All right, Birmingham, California, Birmingham, Alabama, Dallas, Texas, ATL, shawty. Miss Burns is in Modesto, California, not too far from me. Ooh, okay, Detroit, Michigan. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Sugarland, Texas. Jersey's in the house. Kissimmee, Florida's in the house. All right. Chi-Town, stand up. Hey, Miss Angeline. Indy, a.k.a. Naptown. All right. Rep your city. I hope you guys are having a really good Christmas morning. I hope if you have kids that they were joyous when they woke up, no matter what it is you got them. Even if you didn't get them anything, God gave them air to breathe today. They are walking, talking, eating, and they should be happy and blessed just to be here today. Minnie's complaining about the rain. We're going to check. I can't wear this shirt because it's raining. Girl, you're not going to melt in the rain. Even though I hate to be driving on Christmas Day in the rain, but we're going to get out there and we're going to go see Granny Gooch today. we're going to go visit my father's side of the family today, which is a little somber because it's going to be my first Christmas without my dad. So I made it through Thanksgiving all right. So we're going to see how I do with Christmas. Miss Angeline, hey, honey, what's going on? So we got about 8 more minutes before we can go and rinse the etching cream off. Again, this one calls for you to let it sit there for 10 minutes, 15 minutes after you get everything on there. And remember, you guys, you want to be very careful when you're using this stuff. And it does have a bit of an odor, not even as much as epoxy, but it does have a bit of an odor. But make sure that, yeah, because it says here, listen, causes severe burns, which may not be immediately painful, are visible. Okay, so you got to make sure that you keep gloves on at all times. When you're using this stuff, handle it with gloves. I put the paintbrush onto this plate. And when we go out there to the sink, that's another reason why I don't really want to put it into my kitchen sink. But I've seen other crafters that do this on YouTube, drop it into the sink. I'm going to be doing some cooking. So I don't want to have to extra bless the sink today. So we're going to take it into the laundry room. I got a big old laundry tub out there. And the dish is really big. And I want to be able to wash the entire dish at one time. I am teaching myself how to use Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator, actually. I just did a logo yesterday in Adobe Illustrator. That turned out pretty dope. It was pretty cool to do the logo. But Canva, Canva has a very good free program if you don't want to pay for it. But the Pro program, all the Pro program does is give you more free pictures to use within their program. And I think with the Pro program on that level, you are able to upload your own fonts. Now, I don't know if you're able to do that in the free level because I have the Pro level, but I only have the Pro level so that my team is able to see different things that we're doing or so that we can be working on the same project to go back and forth. Other than that, I wouldn't really recommend the Pro level for Canva. Now, Photoshop, if you have a student in the family or if you are a teacher, I think it's like $19, $19.99 a month for the whole Creative Cloud suite. And then if you're not, I think it's something like 21 or 22. So if you're going to be doing a lot of crafting, then Photoshop, if you can do it where you get the whole Creative Cloud and you get Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator for one price a month, then that's a pretty good deal. Trying to go be with family, but our garage door is closed. Oh, dang, Miss Angeline, you're going to have to manually put that thing down if it's broken. You should have a little manual button where you can just pull the garage door down. Now, when you come back home, you ain't going to be able to park the car in there unless you go pull it up. But I've had to do that. You're very welcome, Miss Vance. Welcome, Miss Chanel. Thank you for joining us. I want to look and see what our shares look like again, you guys. So we can see. So if I'll be going in and making that SVG for you guys. Free. Let's see. It's going to tell me how many shares we got. I said if we get to 25 shares, I'll make that SVG that we used today free for you guys on the site. If not, then it's $1. Let's see. All right, up to 14 shares on the Gucci Craftz page. I tried to give y'all a number that y'all could get. It's Christmas Day, so we don't have a lot of people that are on. And we got 4 more minutes until we can do our rinsing, you guys. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you are following the Gucci Craftz page. So we're at 18 right now. We have 18 shares, you guys. We have 18 shares. Oh, and I also want to give a shout out to Rick's Catering. Rick came on and he did our day 22 um, cooking with Rick's Catering. Thank you so much, Rick, for coming on and joining us. All of the lives from the 25 days of Craftsmas are up on the DIY Crafting Network page. Every single person's live is there. We do not take them down. So if you scroll back even to last year, you can see all of the crafts that we did last year. We did brand new crafts this year and will continue to do so every year. Hey, Miss Brown, Harlem in the house. Yes, Rick did an excellent job. So again, I want to thank Rick from It's Rick Catering. Also, I want to give another shout out to all of the ladies that came in and helped. Miss Shakia Lavelle, Miss Angeline Hemphill, Miss Ratisha Cope, Miss Alexis Calloway, Miss Rakisha Godfrey, Miss Ebony Crawford, Miss Doreen Hayes, and Miss Felicia Brown. You guys all did very, very well on your lives. I really, really appreciate you guys joining in on the project and coming together for 25 Days of Craftsmas. And hopefully you guys will come back and do it again with me next year. And we'll have some new people that want to come on and do lives and teach us a craft for the holidays. We try to make the 25 Days of Craftsmas more so about crafting than about crafts you can actually sell, right? More so just the, home decor and gifts you can make for people and different things like that, to get back to like the core of our crafting, because all year round, and even of course during Christmas, as crafters, we're making things to sell, we're making items, and sometimes that can become a bit of a chore. But when you really get back to the roots of why you started crafting, it's just to make things, to look at how beautiful they are once you're finished with them. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Ebony. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it. So that's what 25 Days of Craftsmas is about. Not so much about things that you can sell for your business, but just hardcore crafting, just things you can get in your lab and make when you want to take a brain break from, making 25 elves and, doing 35 stockings or shirts and stuff like that. You can just get in there and craft. Yay. All right. So now what we're going to do, y'all, is what we're gonna do right here is go back. We are going to make a transition All right, here we go. I'm back. Hold on. I guess going from the garage to in here disconnected us, y'all. All right, so hold on. Let me get another piece of paper towel. All right, we're going to dry this some. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pop off our vinyl, okay? So let's get you back connected. So what the heck did we do? I know what we did. Okay, there we go. All right. So our chocolate is bling, bling, blowing. All right, and now we're going to turn our other camera on. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Hey, Miss Shakia. All right, so now we want to go ahead and take this vinyl off. Let's see if I get a good lift on it. Oh, we got some splotching here. We might have should have left it on for longer than 15 minutes. But we gave it 15 minutes. That sucks. We got some areas that came through so perfectly. And then other areas that are super splotchy. And there was absolutely no bubbles.
Mm-hmm. Nice craft.
Yeah, it didn't quite turn out. And look, it didn't even give the open space that I was worried about there.
And that's why I didn't know that stuff could mix like that.
Yeah. I don't like that it gave me some splotching though.
Yeah, a little weird.
But I can kind of see. So I don't know. We're going to see what happens when I clean it with the alcohol. Because it looks like it tried to do those letters, but it may have just needed more time. But I did what the bottle said, which was 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So let's see what happens when we get clean it with our alcohol. Yeah, those letters came through perfect at the top. And when you wipe with the alcohol, it's gonna kind of look like you're taking it away, but you're not. It's still there. Well, we had a little bit of leakage over here on that side. All right, we're waiting for our alcohol to dry up so we can see what actually came to be. And we can watch it appear through the alcohol. Letting it dry up there a little bit so we can see what's going to be what. A little seepage by the letters in the engraving, but we're coming through. We had a little seepage here at our corner and here. But actually our letters came out perfect. Look at that. Hold on, let me see. I have to hold it at the right angle for y'all to see it. Let's see. Trying to get a good angle. I might have to switch. Let's switch to the other camera. Permanent vinyl. And I thought I actually might have needed more time, but I didn't. Let's see. I want you guys to really be able to see it. We got some seepage, a little bit of seepage on our edges, but for the most part, I think that came out really good. All of our letters are actually very clear. Our swirls are very, very crisp. Now, I do notice with this that I don't really notice with the armor is that you can see a few of the brush strokes in here. But other than that, can you imagine taking this to the potluck? It holds up excellent with washing and baking, simply because what the etching cream does is it erodes the first layer of glass. So what it's doing is just getting rid of the first layer of glass. So this is not going to go anywhere. This is in there for life. We basically burned this design into the bottom of the glass with the etching cream. I love it. I absolutely love it. And it is ready to use. I definitely should have came over a little bit more. That's going to bother me a little bit. I should be over here just a little bit more. But that's fine. It's for me. It's mine. I love it, love it, love it, love it. This came out really good. Do you know of a brand that doesn't have the... I don't. But you can look on Amazon and look at the pictures and see. Most of the time with the glass products, they don't have anywhere else to put the writing, but on the bottom of it, right? To let you know this is 30 quarts, or 3 quarts, excuse me, this is 3 quarts. It's microwave safe, no boiler, no stove top, so it can go into the oven, of course, because it is glass. But yeah, I think this came out really good. I actually think that I probably would have used more of this etching cream than I actually did. Like over here in this area, I can see where it would need a little bit more. But for the most part, I think it came out great. This is a really cool gift to give someone, like I said, or even to make for yourself. Like, imagine you take this to the potluck and you got your dish in there, honey, and when they get to the bottom of it, they ain't even got to ask who brought the dish because your name is in the bottom of it, and I put the told you it was good on there, and you're not baking on the etch portion, you're baking on the center. So you don't have to worry about that. And again, this is in there. This is not going anywhere. It's in there. I think it came out good. Yes. Yes, you can buy, and you can even do it with little, you don't have to, this is the big one. Like I said, I've had this before Minnie was born. And so I was going to buy one to do this craft with, but I was like, pull that dang on thing up out the top of that cabinet, girl, and etch inside of it. It's just going to be for you. And so that's what I did. You can do this if you wanted to make this. I tried to put something dark behind it, and you really couldn't still see it. I tried. Well, let me see. I'll put tissue paper. That ain't really that dark, is it? Let me see. See, you still can't really see it because I frosted the whole thing. So generally, when you see these online, they don't normally frost the whole back area of the what you call this thing, pan. Usually what they will frost is just this area here. And so what I did is I weeded out the letters, of course, from the inside, right? Because I wanted the letters to have that frosted look, and I wanted the tools to be open. So if you want to do it the reverse way, the way that you see everybody doing it on YouTube, then what you would do is you would leave the letters, okay? Leave the letters, take out the little negative pieces inside of the letters, leave the letters, and then you would peel the tools, right? Because then if you peel the tools, what you have, and I kind of balled it up. I balled it up and stuck it real good. But what you would have, if you peeled away the tools, would just be the letters inside of that empty space, right? So that the letters would be cleared. It would be frosted around the letters, right? But I didn't want that. I wanted the whole bottom of it to be frosted. And so that's why I weeded the way that I weeded. Okay. But if you don't want that, if you don't want the entire bottom to be frosted, what you're going to do is just remove the big pieces first. And then you will leave your letters and then just take out the middle pieces of your letters if you don't want to frost the entire back of it. If that makes sense. I put something, I put the mat in front of it, y'all. It's just because it's frosted that it's not going to show you guys. See, there's something dark behind it, but you can't see it. It won't show you guys. This is how you gotta look at it. How you gotta see it. I'm gonna put it closer. See, you can get it real close. And you'll be able to see it. And you can see me back there. Somebody said use black behind it. I don't know if I have anything black. I got the top to this garbage can. I don't know if that's gonna help us though. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Can y'all see it better now? Yeah. So that's our design. All right, you guys. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this craft. I've been on here longer than I was supposed to. Granny, what you gonna get me, y'all? Because I still got to get in the shower and I got to get dressed and I got to drive an hour and a half to get to her. Okay. I can see it. Just black or dark will be better. Yeah, I just put the black on it, so you are able to see it a little bit better with the black behind it, but the green didn't work out. But I love this. I'm taking this to the family. I ain't cooking nothing. They cooking. They doing all the cooking. See, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put some cookies in here, okay? And when they done getting the cookies, they gonna see that the bottom of it got my name in it. Okay, honey. That I'm telling you, what's the next holiday? New Year's. Okay, I know we can't all have get-togethers, but if you have something on Zoom or something, or you have some of your close family come over, you make one of these, or you can do this with wine glasses, anything that is glass, jar, you know, like the mason jars. So if you do the etching, y'all, I want to see it. Hashtag 25 days of Craftsmas. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you to life. Um, you know, today is Friday for my Gucci gang. If there will not be a Friday Night Live officially, okay? So I might come on a little later in the evening just to say Merry Christmas again to the Gucci gang, because y'all used to me being on at 7:30 at night, not 2:30 in the day. And so I may come on now. If I get too tipsy, because we playing drunk Uno tonight. So if I get too tipsy, y'all, I will not come on the camera. Because that will end up getting deleted, okay? But until I see you again, I love you guys. Happy crafting. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your families today. Hug, kiss, and love on your loved ones if you are able to. If you are not, get on the phone and call them and tell them how much you love them. Life is too short to not enjoy it with the ones you love. I will see you guys next time. I love you.